Part 1. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. One of the most important relationships in your life is the one with yourself. Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Are how others meant to get to know you if don't fully comprehend who you are. The key to happiness and leading a fulfilling life is probably developing a strong, positive sense of self-worth, self-acceptance, self-knowledge, self-respect, empathy, compassion, and personal understanding are all necessary for having a good sense of self-worth. It's acceptable if we don't always know how to embrace these things. Accepting is the first step. Try being honest with a relative, friend, or perhaps a mental health professional. It's worthwhile to start along the road to happiness in either case. It's never too late to let go and start down our own unique route. If we follow this path, life has a way of bringing us more happiness, success, and fulfillment. Every aspect of life is alive and a genuine manifestation of a greater energy that shapes our roots to power. Let's try to enter the flow and sitting, listening, and waiting rather than pushing things to happen. Discover who you are. Walk the correct road and let life happen. If you don't take the time to get to know yourself, you will end up taking up different and contradicting opinion of others about who you are. The strongest defense against taking in these empowering ideas from others is to have a very deep understanding of who you are. The path to self-discovery will never stop till death. A state in destiny, Odyssey, discovering who you are today is the first step to being who you will be tomorrow. We lie about our feelings and emotions. Don't listen to our instincts more and lack self-awareness, making us our own worst enemies. Ultimately, we will experience moments of doubt. From time to time, you go down unhappy paths when you don't know who you are. We need to start accepting that and giving ourselves permission to feel whatever comes up. Your reward for succeeding is the freedom you feel within yourself. You will learn who you are through all of this. Part 2. Self-awareness. Aristotle was right when he said knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Getting to know oneself is like questioning your whole existence, just like facing on the mirror asking yourself, who am I? Is this really what am I am, or is this part of who I am? Question that would make you confused if you are changing or it was just your unknown self that you are not aware of. I know it was hard to answer, but it was the first step on getting to know more yourself. By answering that question, what makes it more difficult is thought of questioning oneself never comes on your mind because you are not aware of yourself, and not being aware would lead your happiness and decision in life unstable and insecure because you would know how to deal with any obstacle and hardships you'll be facing. That is, getting to know oneself is equal to having a self-awareness. Furthermore, knowing who you truly are is key to making positive changes in your life and living on all your terms. You are where a joyful and healthier life begins. The relationship you are with yourself is one of the most pivotal relationship in your life. However, if you are unwilling or unable to look oneself in the mirror, you have not yet laid the groundwork for constructing the life you want. The first and the most important step in living that life you want is the self-awareness. Simply said, being self-aware entails having a true awareness of your own character. This encompasses your character traits, both good and bad, your ideas and views, your emotion, and your sources of inspiration. When you are conscious of yourself, it would be simpler for you comprehend other. Additionally, you be able to tell how people perceive yourself. Part 3. Self development. Being mindful is important to ourselves, especially for our lives, because being mindful means keeping our minds on what we are doing, which allows us to respond rather than react to the circumstance. According to Wadman, in every atom there is a reflection of the whole, which means that every single thing made up many different pieces can be more important or useful. So being mindful can have a significant impact on lives. Let us mindful our abilities, attitude, and emotion as a part our personal development. According to General John C. Smith, 1926, holism is nature's tendency through creative evolution to form wholes that are greater than the sum of the parts. Holistic development refers to the key aspects of individual life, and this includes physical, intellectual, emotional, social, moral, spiritual dimension of one's development. It also mirrors the way we make mature, learn, grow, and develop in a holistic way. Personal growth is important in many aspects of life, including your career. Determining the right personal growth method for your depends on your strengths, challenges, and goals. Understanding personal growth and how to achieve it can help you use your skill effectively in the workplace and advance professionally. Personal growth allows you to develop and enhance your skill. You are more positive in making decisions in all aspects. More importantly, in reaching your personal goals, it can develop a positive outlook in life. Thus, achieving your dreams impossible, and you will not find hard in becoming successful in life. Psychological development is crucial because it benefits people's mental health, especially when it comes to children who are born with mental disabilities, because it will make it easier for them to recognize the many factors that affect their development and behavior. Part 4. Spirituality and its relation to mindfulness. Mindfulness is described as a being in the present moment. Wood 2010. The present moment holds a potentially infinite number of things going on both inside and outside the mind. A person is a completely lost in activity, nor are they completely lost in thought. Whether a person is eating a meal or playing musical instrument, they are aware of what they are doing. If a person gets all the worries and regrets out of their mind, it is easier to focus on the things that are happening in the present. A person simply observes whatever is happening without taking sides or forming attachment to any one single mindset. They are mindful. When the mind is open to new thoughts, new ideas, new possibilities, and new ways of thinking. Being mindful contributes to greater effectiveness in the here and now, not there and then. Spiritual growth entails personality and self-realization. In addition to your physical bodies, you also have minds and intellects. Realizing that you are not your body and mind, but rather your soul, is a necessary step in the process of spiritual development. You have grown as accustomed to identifying with your bodies and minds throughout your lives that you are unable to do it on your own. The value so growth are realizing that your genuineness can be facilitated through spiritual development. For example, you had a negative mind and all of that change because of your experience in life to a positive one. The way act is by developing our virtue, which are belief, behavior, or personality types that reflect our values. Most of the time you realize something good for you. You experience everything in life and you start making positive changes. Psychological development is the process of growth and change in psychological functioning of individual. It involves the development of the individual personality, intellect, and social skills. It is a lifelong process that begins in infancy and continues through adulthood. That is why it's not just how we live in the world that nothing happens, but also that there is a process of changing an individual so that you have a purpose, how handle your personality, and how you will find and social skills to improve by discovering yourself. Social and emotional development is how interact with other people by approaching them with their problems, and it form a relationship with the people so that you will belong to a group of friends and be honest and loyal to them. Just like feeling will come up if you're emotional. It's normal for your reaction. For example, if you socialize with other and form a relationship with them, they treat you as a family and give you a gift, and that's when you feel happy and emotional because for the first time you have found a friend who is true to you.